you in any arrears?
Yes.
Has an eviction notice been given to you?
Not.
Okay. Maybe just one last question. As chair, or in your past positions, can you tell this committee when your position in leadership was ever challenged on issues of personal integrity, honesty, and how did you address or navigate over the same, if any? Can you tell this panel at least 2 experiences where external political or financial pressure challenged your professional values and how you handled them?
I have never had such occasion.
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Yes, Bwana Tanui, FCPA.
Thank you, Chair. Something related to what Prof. and Bore raised. I was looking at the certificates of Bwana Asembo, and one of the documents in that folder is a letter from Law Society of Kenya. And it's called Certificate of Good Standing.
Yes.
Dated 20th of March.
Yes.
Which must be last week. Eh?
Yes.
And it is signed by Mr. Mwavi M. Kitonga.
Yes.
And it tells us that from your documents that there are no complaints nor past complaints with regard to Mr. Asembo.
Yes.
But from your end, we want to hear from you. Have you had any complaints before registered with the LSK with regard to your, with you being a lawyer and an advocate of the High Court?
I have had complaints from the Advocates Complaints Commission.
Not LSK?
Not LSK.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we have a council member here, Linda. Would you like to ask some questions, kindly?
Chair, thank you. Now, council, usually, the Advocates Complaints Commission, they work hand in hand with the Disciplinary Tribunal,
yes,
the DTC of the Law Society of Kenya. And now the Law Society of Kenya,
the ADT, the Advocates Disciplinary Tribunal, right?
It's the DTC, the Disciplinary Tribunal, under the Law Society of Kenya, which works hand in hand with the Complaints Commission.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And where prosecution of matters of discipline or indiscipline against advocates are heard by the Disciplinary Tribunal. Now, please confirm to this panel whether or not you have disciplinary cases before the Disciplinary Tribunal of the Law Society of Kenya.
As I have said, I've had cases from the Advocates Complaints Commission, and I know that they may end up at the Advocates Disciplinary Tribunal.
Counsel, you said you like fairness.
Yes.
Now, the Law Society of Kenya, through their letter dated 17th of March this year, I have presented 5 open cases against you for different disciplinary issues as an advocate of the High Court, 2 of which have been settled. Are you aware? Yes or no, Council?
I'm not aware.
Okay. There is a DTC case, disciplinary tribunal case, number 345 of 2023. The nature of the complaint is dishonorable conduct. That matter is open for hearing. Are you aware?
If it has not been heard, I'll pursue the hearing date, and then I'll be more aware, Madam Vice Chair.
Council, are you aware? Is a yes or no?
I have not been invited to hearing, Madam.
Is this a 2023 matter, Council?
I have not been heard on it.
Oh, okay.
I emphasize that I have not been heard on it.
You also have another disciplinary case, number 392 of 2023, in which the nature of the complaint is withholding clients' funds of up to 1.85 million. Are you aware, Council? Is a yes or no? It's an open matter before the DTC.
Who is the complainer of the party?
That has not been disclosed.
Okay.
But this is a matter of 2023.
I am not aware.
You're not aware. This DTC number 312 of 2024. The nature of complaint, similarly, is improper handling of clients' funds. Are you aware, Council?
No.
You're not aware of any of these cases?
No, I've not been served with any.
Thank you. Thank you, Council.
Secretariat, kindly take a copy of that letter from Kitonga. Mwathi Kitonga,
20th March.
The one of 20th March, because this is also signed by the same name. So we would like to be able to corroborate whether it's us who have gotten a wrong address and signature, or it is you who got a wrong address and signature. Because the same person cannot write two letters, one to you and one to us. And if that is so, then it means that then the entire LSK has issues. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I got mine from her, from the signee.
Chair, with your permission, and not to seem to assist the candidate, but maybe because some of these facts are well within my knowledge, the certificate of good conduct has been, I believe, issued because the matters are still pending. The other two have already been settled. So, you know, the right to fair hearing must be accorded to council. Until then we cannot be able to interfere with his issues of good conduct or no good conduct. So he has to be given the right to fair hearing before the disciplinary tribunal.
Okay.
And I believe that is the reason why they have written to the Ms. Mwathi Gitonga is the compliance director at the Law Society of Kenya. So she is the one who has issued that good conduct, basing on the fact that there is no conviction of the candidate before us. But for purposes of the details of whether or not there are matters before the DTC is the reason why we have this letter of 17th of March, 2025.
And to be fair to me, I'm not aware, I've not been heard, so I'm not been communicated to.
Okay. Yes, Council.
Chair, thank you very much. Do I understand that among the disciplinary matters, there are two that have been settled that you said you are not aware of?
Yes.
If they have been settled and is not aware of, with whom were they settled?
Maybe the complainant withdrew, you never know. People can file and then withdraw. Maybe.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay, yes, Bore?
Bwana Asembo,
Yes.
now that with all these cloudy things around your head, do you think you still want to serve as the chair of IEBC?
Yes, indeed, because those are accusations which will have to be determined and concluded, and my innocence, once proved, will be it. So it has nothing to do with this job, because until they convict me in those regard, then I think I'm still innocent, and I still have my right to earn a living, to serve Kenya, to reach my ambitions, to reach my goals. Most of you could also have had cases here or there, but it doesn't mean that it affects your leadership role.
That's why we did not apply for IEBC chair.
Maybe you'll apply for other jobs, maybe.
Okay, I would like to ask Carol to weigh in, and she's here.
Without looking like reopening the issues that we have against you, there's something that is yet not clear to me. There is an allegation here that you've been accused of forging court documents over minor in a children's court matter. Are you aware of that? What are the circumstances?
I saw that, in fact, the only memorandum that I was forwarded to by the commission, and the person writing is the defendant in the matter. And in the matter, which is about his children, he's the same man who was attacking me in the court precincts. Equally, as advocates, we don't produce documents. We are given documents by our clients. And lastly, I've not heard of a forgery complaint anywhere else. So these are the kind of memoranda that are malicious and vexatious.
Is it a normal issue of practice that an advocate, and I'm speaking this from my own experience as well, of being an advocate, that an advocate can be accused of forging documents? Now that given, you're saying that the documents obviously do not come from you, they come from the client. You are basically representing your client's interest. It seems that there is a prolonged silent issue that I cannot understand what it is between yourself and this particular client, or is it defendant in the matter?
Yes, and I want to say that we represent our clients. The case for forgery has not been reported anywhere. It is just in that allegation. It's just in that letter. It has not even been raised before the court, the children court. And I was just answering generally that if it's about documents, the documents will come from my client. So it's my client who should have been accused of forging documents, not me.
Thank you, Chairman.
And that's why I'm saying it must be out of malice or vexation. And as I said earlier, it's the same defender whom we jailed for not supporting the child. So there must be some bitterness from him. And the children case is the same one that is stated there.
Okay, Professor Adams?
Yeah, Vanasembo, I'm impressed by your enthusiasm for the job. I'm quite impressed. But tell this panel and Kenyans why, where we have other candidates without integrity issues, and let's assume hypothetically that we have performed well as them, why we should choose you over them. You have a conviction and a sentence that you have appealed. It can go either way. You have arrears in a building in which you have a lease agreement where the owner both wants to be paid and is also seeking an eviction. You have a situation, as Bore says, where you flawed somebody. Of course, you are disputing, but the incident is there. You have an accusation in a child case. Of course, you are disputing the facts. If we were to make you the chair of the commission, and then one of those cases succeeds, of course, you know the country would have to seek another chair. I just want you to explain to the selection panel and the chair why we should take that risk, because they are pending issues.
Yeah, for me, I believe in the rule of law that you cannot condemn me, the commission will be condemning me if they consider those issues which are pending and are unresolved. So all issues...
But the conviction is already in place.
No, it is the...
Judgment was delivered on 23rd, is it 25th January?
23rd January?
Yes.
And I'm saying it's subject to the High Court, which we are before the High Court on Monday, and we still have a date before the High Court. So I will say that the decision of the Commission, looking at those issues alone, will be condemnatory. It will not be fair and just, because those issues can be resolved, and you say if they are resolved in my positive way, so won't the Commission have lost maybe my value? And if I lose the position and I succeed in those issues, is in my loss irredeemable? Yeah.
Do you understand the essence of Chapter 6 in the Constitution?
I will not have another chance. Yeah.
Do you understand the essence of Chapter 6 in the Constitution?
Very well, sir.
Talk to us about it in regard to the things that Professor is asking you.
It's about leadership and integrity.
Do you have self-leadership?
Yes.
This is the essence why I asked you the question about the values you learned from Starehe. And you said we learned. I was trying to appreciate how an old boy of Starehe Boys Center and School can have such allegations against his head. Because when growing up, we all aspired to be an old boy of Starehe, and we didn't. And looking at these documents, it does appear that this panel is forced to make a decision not based on the presentation you have made, but on the presentations that we have received in terms of memoranda, which either you have declined, that you are unaware, you have said you have a conviction and you are waiting for an appeal. I don't know whether there's a stay or not on that matter. There are Kenyans who are complaining that you have not paid them their monies. So if we were to make this decision, don't you think that we will be in gross violation as a panel of Chapter 6 of the Kenyan Constitution?
I do not think so, Chair, because there are allegations that need to be convincing, and also I am controverting. So you have to be fair to both my accusers and me also. I think you are a fair panel. You consider also me the accused.
Okay. Yes, Carol.
Chair, allow me just one more issue on this issue of the warrant of arrest that has been issued against you. It was issued on the 4th day of April 2023. I don't know if it's a civil warrant of arrest in a civil date. What is the status on this matter? Have you settled the decreto amount?
Which case with the particulars?
It's the Chief Magistrate Court at Milimani, Chief Magistrate Commercial Suit number E135 of 2021, where Prestige Management Valuers Limited complaints against you, Robert Assemble.
Okay, I will say that the matter was settled amicably.
Do you have anything to...
I can provide.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, do you have something to follow up, Koki?
No, Chair, now that you have given me the opportunity, I wasn't going to say anything, but I thought it is exactly the same matter I denied that he is unaware of, that is settled. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Prof, your final 2 questions, please.
Thank you very much, Bwana Sembo.
Yes, Professor.
Who has served as the Secretary General of AFC Leopards in Gwe, and has also been the Deputy FKF Chairman.
FKF.
Tell me 2 former presidents of the Football Federation of Kenya, by whatever name, in the 70s and 80s, who were once cabinet secretaries and principal secretaries and also served as Kenya Football Federation Chairman.
I'll start with Kenneth Stanley Njindo Matiba and Job Henry Omino.
Who was elected president of Senegal in 2024, becoming one of Africa's youngest leaders?
I can't give the name. Sorry, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bwana Akumu. Allow me to thank you for your time, for indulging us this time to interact with you, to get to learn, to hear, and we have learned a lot from you. We wish you well in this endeavor. I would like to welcome you to ask a question or make a comment kindly.
Thank you. First of all, my comment is to the many Kenyans who have come to my inboxes, congratulating me for being considered for this position and for the awards of encouragement and prayers. And secondly, to the Commission for digging deep about me. And I urge that you'll be fair and considerate in your overall assessment of me. I trust in the panelists. I believe despite the allegation and accusations, you will employ the fair referee rule and you'll hear my defenses also. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Feel free to pick the notebook. It's yours. There's some water in front of you. You can also pick it.
Thank you very much.
Remember to pick your certificates kindly.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Okay, members of the Fourth Estate, we'll break here for lunch. And the friends of our candidate, thank you very much for coming in and for being part of the audience. We appreciate your being around. Thank you very much.